Okay. Alright, so this is sort of the part 2 to that video. I was just going to put the whole thing on, but somehow it got fucked up and cut up, and it just cut out the whole end of it. But I'm not even going to fucking respond to anything that he said, because the rest of the time he's just sourcing a bunch of hoaxes, actually the exact same hoaxes that Venom Fang X cited in his whatever evolution series it was that TJ and several other people pwned him epically. TJ was the most noticeable. Venom Fang X was destroyed. So what am I gonna do here? Well, first I want to explain why I even bothered with it. All right. A couple of you asked. Somebody asked in the comment, quite legitimately, why'd you even bother responding? Well, because I told him I would, and I don't want to straight up lie to people if I can avoid it. And he promised me beforehand that it was going to be some epic shit, something I'd never seen before, and he was an opponent atheist and blah 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 blah. And as I said in the beginning of the response, I had not seen the video, so I did not know how full of fail the video actually was. It's boring as shit, and I apologize for that. So basically, he made the same fucking, we fall down, we get back up if you watch this, you made the same logical fallacies, the same miscomprehensions, the same bullshit arguments, and brought up and cited the same misproven and sometimes flat out false facts that you come up with, that every other Christian does in every other video that's supposed to be about atheism. But they're never about atheism. The videos are never about atheism. Your video wasn't about atheism at all. You never touched on fucking atheism once. Not fucking once. I was told I was going to have a pwnage of atheists. You didn't pwn atheists. You attempted to pwn science, sort of. You attempted to pwn evolution by using the fallacy of the commonly used Christian thing where here's all these things that science was wrong about, so that means that they're wrong about evolution. That's all you did. Everybody does that. And I'm disappointed that I had to put my subscribers through having to see that. It was boring. It was terrible even. Alright, I'm not one of those people that's polite to Christians, okay? Some people do that, I just don't. So I have to put the shit bluntly. How fucking stupid are you people? How hard is it? How many times do you have to be told the same shit over and over and over and over again? It is, at this point, I'm already pretty much determined. I'm leaning towards the idea that Venom Fang X is a troll. I don't think he's really a Christian. I think he's just a troll. He's a very successful troll, and if he actually is a troll, he's one of the most epic trolls in the history of the internet. And with this idea brewing in my head, it's come to my conclusion that most of these other Christians have to be trolls, because there's no way that you can be that stupid. I mean, you have to know that you're fucking full of shit. How can you say things that are just flat out false and is shit that anybody with even an elementary understanding of evolution or any of these other scientific things that you're talking about would understand? How can you contradict yourself in 2 sentences? How can you say that you understand it takes a period of time and then use a metaphor about a fucking hurricane to describe evolution? How? You can't be that dumb. Because you're obviously smart enough to use the computer and film the thing and copy-paste whatever creationist propaganda it was that you put into the video. So I assume that you're smart enough to interpret, the words you're hearing and to read for comprehension. But apparently you're not. You and all Christians in this situation. Alright, it's tired. We're tired of hearing it. You're speaking to the, you're preaching to the fucking choir. Because, I mean, there's only 2 possible reasons for you to make a video like this. Well, I guess 3 possible reasons for you to make a video, you or any other Christian, to make a video about evolution pertaining to atheism or whatever. You're either trying to you know, invigorate the base and get all the Christians to say, yeah, great fucking job. You're trying to get the people that are on the fence and don't know either way. And the problem with that is that when the people on the fence, people that are on the fence are usually either really stupid or really smart. And if they're really smart, they're going to examine both sides, and then they're going to find out that you Christians that make evolution videos don't have even the simplest understanding of how evolution works, and they're not going to go with you. Or you're trying to convert atheists, or in this case evolutionists, with this bizarre delusion that you people have that somehow to be an atheist is to be an evolutionist, or to be an evolutionist is to be an atheist. There is one fucking thing that you can possibly know. Only one thing that you can be assured of if somebody is labeled themselves an atheist. The only fucking thing you can know is that they don't believe in God. There is no guarantee that they agree with evolution, or that they agree with the Big Bang, or that they agree with any other number of things. There's no guarantee on their moral values, what they think is right or wrong. There's atheists who probably don't like gays. You know, there's atheists who probably hate women just as much as religious people do. You cannot be sure of anything from an atheist. If they say all they tell you is that they're an atheist, the only thing you can know is that they don't believe in God. That is the number one thing that if you theists understood, you wouldn't even bother making a video like this, or you at least wouldn't title it the same way, and you wouldn't come to me, or well, I came to you, but you wouldn't challenge an atheist and say this is going to destroy atheism, because you don't know if I'm an evolutionist. I don't ever mention in any of my videos if I'm an evolutionist. You don't know that. You just assume I'm an evolutionist because you think that an evolutionist is a fucking atheist. And this is the kind of stupid shit that makes people think you're all dumb. Alright? I know Christians, okay? Most of the people I know, well, my close friends aren't, but you only have a couple of close friends, but most of the people in my family and my other not-so-close friends are Christians, alright? And most of them are pretty fucking smart. Except when it comes to something like this. But I even know really devout Christians. I have a Christian friend who does a daily blog on like a Christian blog website, and she blogs about Christ and shit. And I love talking to her about this shit because it's entertaining as fuck. But she's never come up with a fallacy like you people do on YouTube with your evolution and atheism shit. I don't understand how you can't get that through your fucking mind. Pick one. You have to fucking pick one. Christians, you have to pick one. Either you're going to attack atheism or you're going to attack evolution. And you don't have enough evidence to do either. Do you get that? Do you think there's a single atheist ever? Because your goal as a Christian is supposed to be to save souls. If that's not your goal when you attack evolution or atheism, then all you're doing is bragging, and that makes you not humble, and that makes you a sinner. So the only goal you're supposed to have is to try to save souls. So your goal in having me watch your video is supposed to be to save my soul. The simple fact that you say it's going to slap atheists in the face shows that you are not a humble person, and that you are full of hate, and that you are therefore a sinner. But your goal is supposed to be to save my soul. Now, do you think that any intelligent human being who's an atheist is going to look at the kind of shit that Christians throw out all the time, all the fucking time, these stupid shit that anybody that has any understanding of anything knows is completely wrong? Do you think you're gonna change our minds? Do you? Really? I mean, who the fuck is responding to that? Do you think one single atheist anywhere has ever heard the hurricane metaphor about evolution and said, well, oh shit, that makes sense. I guess there's no evolution. Well, I guess it means there's a God. No, it doesn't mean shit. You can't prove this shit. I can't prove that there is no God anywhere in the universe, but it is way easier for me to disprove a Christian God or you know, a Muslim God or a Buddhist God or a Hindu God or whatever, any particular thing, than it is for you to prove it. You don't have any fucking evidence. There's nothing. I want you to show me these things. I've challenged fucking people I know in my regular life, in my real life, and none of them can come up with it. If you have anything, Christians, come on, give me something. Give me something. Give me something more than the same tired bullshit that you just recycle every fucking time you make a video and you preach to people, and it's just the same tired bullshit that nobody fucking believes you. You know? Where the fuck is your evidence? Where is your legitimate evidence? I asked you, and I asked you to respond to me in a PM or something. We fall, but we do not get back up just because you're the one that's on topic right here. I want you to fucking tell me why is it that let's say that it's fucking true that the Bible verses that you talked about really revealed some secret scientific knowledge instead of just being cryptic references to things that were either already knowledge amongst the learned or were just good guesses, as I believe. But fine, let's say that they are insights. They are godly insights into, scientific facts and shit. Why is there not more there? Why didn't God, in all of His wisdom and goodness, give us the cure for fucking diseases and shit? Why didn't He do that? Why didn't He explain to us all the different kinds of stars? Why didn't He explain to us astrophysics and physics and shit like that? Why didn't He give us the mathematic equations to figure shit out like that? Where's the data? What he put it out there as a fucking tease? He put it out there so that 2,000 years later you can come on a YouTube video and trick up some fat kid in Detroit? You think that that's what He did? How fucking stupid are you people? It blows my fucking mind. I'm not even angry, I just think it's funny, but I have to talk loud just to get it all through your fucking head. And I know any Christian that watches this, and you especially when you watch this, you're gonna either think, well, he heard and he just didn't listen, or he just hates blindly, and you're right on both of them. I heard you and I didn't listen because it's stupid. And well, you know what? I don't hate blindly, but I hate stupidity, and I hate aggressive stupidity. It's aggressive stupidity. You're forcing this shit on people, and god damn. If religion just fucking left, if you just practiced in your home and you just left everything else alone and just didn't feel a need to enforce your morals on the rest of society, I could give less of a shit. I wouldn't even need to mention that I'm an atheist because it wouldn't even fucking matter. But your religion holds down thought, it oppresses races, it oppresses groups, people with different sexual orientations. It oppresses women. Oh, it loves to oppress women. I guarantee you there is a way better chance that somebody who is a Christian is way more likely to be a woman hater than somebody who is an atheist. I can't prove that, but I'm sure that if there was some data, if there was some fucking study done, it would have proved that. You do all this shit. You hold back stem cell research that could fucking save people's lives because you have a problem with abortion, because not because you care about people's lives, because Christians don't give a fuck about whether people live or die. It's just like George Carlin said. It's not about they're not pro-life. They're pro their right to decide who gets to live or die. Christians don't have a fucking problem with endorsing wars on the heathenist Muslims in the Middle East. Christians don't have a fucking problem when some gay kid is tied up to a fence and beaten to death. They don't give a shit about that, but for some reason they care about fetuses. Well, why the double standard? Why the fucking double standard? Why? How the fuck can the Catholic Church, the biggest murderer of any organization that has continued throughout time, has a bigger body count than any other organization? How the fuck could they have endorsed something like the Inquisition and tell people in Africa not to use condoms because it's against God, even though almost Africa is going to go, literally everything in Africa is going to die within the next 100 years if they don't stop the spread of disease? How can that same fucking organization be like, well, you can't kill babies, and even if you do kill babies, you can't use stem cells to save anybody's life because God said so? Do you get this shit? Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm not gonna be nice. I did this response because you promised me something interesting, and I didn't want to lie to you, and I also didn't want you going around saying, hey, Chris3325, he's afraid to respond to Christians. No, I'm not afraid of responding to Christians. It's just you need to bring me something fucking new, alright? You need to bring all of us something new. We need a little bit of entertainment here, alright? If you're not going to change our minds, at least give us something entertaining. That's why I like Venom Fang X, because he's full of shit, but he ends up being fucking hilarious. Oh, holy shit. Holy shit. If I found out in 5 minutes that God did exist and that Jesus was his son, I would tell him to go fuck himself. I would tell him that I would rather be in hell than be up in heaven with a group of people who endorses murder and the hatred of women and the hatred of gays. A group of people who believes that you can murder and sin all you want, but if you ask for forgiveness on your deathbed, you're fine, and then calls people like me who would suggest that we hold ourselves responsible and have to ask for forgiveness from the people we actually wronged and call us morally, repressed or morally evil. I would rather be in hell than be there with you people. Okay? You're never going to get me. And you know what? Most atheists, you're never going to get them either. Unless if they're the only atheists you're ever going to get, okay, are the kind of atheists who left they left Christianity because they got all angry because they didn't get what they want in their prayers. And they weren't able to deceive themselves anymore like you people are, so they decided they wanted to be an atheist. But they did it because it was a cool thing to do. And frankly, you can have those people, because they're just as dumb as you. I don't want them. We don't want them. I think I can speak for a lot of people when I say that. We don't want them. We don't give a shit. Stop trying to talk to us. Stop trying to talk to me and people like me as if you're equal intellectually, because you're not. You're not on the same level. You can't even get past simple fucking blocks in your brain. You can't even get the same fucking fact when it's told to you over and over and over again. You cannot separate in your mind dogma from fact or science from belief. Your mind is wrapped in dogma, and that makes you an intellectual midget. It makes you not my equal. It makes you my inferior. But unlike you, I would never hold you down. I would never suggest you have your rights taken away because I feel I am superior to you. I would fight and die for your right to say whatever the fuck you want. But you people would sell us all down the river in 1 second if you thought it could get you to heaven. You'd do whatever the fuck you wanted. You'd hold down people's rights just because you have a free excuse from some holy book. So just, please, all of you Christians, and we fall down, but we get back up if you watch this, go fuck yourself.